20 years ago, in the basement of a small townhouse, a handful of animal lovers sat down with notepads and a dream. Back then, homeless senior pets were too often written off as lost causes. That night, in our founder Don Kemper's home, hope took root, and Young at Heart was born, the first rescue in Chicagoland dedicated solely to senior dogs and cats. There was no money, no foster homes, not even a bank account. What we did have was more powerful. Passion, determination, and a vision of a future where every older pet would be safe, cherished, and loved. Our first rescue, a lively and loving senior lab named Peaches, was proof that dream was possible. She gave our mission a heartbeat, and since that moment, the calls for help never stopped. For 20 years, that spark of hope has been a lifeline, leading thousands of senior pets home to Young at Heart. From the beginning, our mission has been clear: save the lives of senior pets too often overlooked, and give them the comfort, compassion, and companionship they deserve in their golden years. At the heart of our mission was the dream that one day, Young at Heart would have a home of its own, a warm, welcoming haven where every older pet could be cherished and cared for, as long as they needed us. Year after year, more people signed on to support our mission, adopting, fostering, volunteering, and donating. In 2019, our dream finally came true. Smokey's Haven, a cage-free adoption center and sanctuary built entirely for the comfort of senior pets, was opened in Woodstock, Illinois. Then in 2022, the Foglia Senior Pet Veterinary Center opened up, bringing expert care right where our pets live. Young at Heart makes a lifelong commitment to every dog and cat we rescue, but not every senior pet is adoptable. Some have complex medical needs, others face behavioral challenges, and many are in the final stages of life. For these pets, our sanctuary program ensures they still have a loving home for the rest of their lives. Whether they live at Smokey's Haven or with the sanctuary family, every senior pet has a place where they truly belong. Their care is fully supported by Young at Heart, while their joy and belonging come from the staff and the sanctuary families who treat them as their own. No senior pet is ever left behind. Meet Nova. When she first arrived at Young at Heart in 2022, she was desperately ill. She was lethargic, her gums were pale, and she struggled to breathe. At the emergency vet, several liters of fluid were drained from her abdomen. The diagnosis was advanced heartworm disease, and years without the proper care left her in heart failure with dangerously high blood pressure. For a senior dog, it was devastating news. Thanks to your generosity, Nova had a chance. Her cardiologist created a plan to stabilize her failing heart before attempting the risky heartworm treatment. It was a long shot, but it worked. Today, Nova is heartworm-free, her heart healthier, and she feels better than she has in years. As her health improved, new challenges emerged. Nova behaved like a dog who had never truly known kindness, and likely never lived indoors. Simple, everyday things like walking through doorways, climbing stairs, and meeting new people all filled her with fear. With patient, gentle care, Nova began to realize that she is safe at Young at Heart, and people could be trusted. These days, Nova runs freely in Peach's meadow, booping her favorite people with her nose before dashing off with that infamous husky grin. She curls up for movie nights in our family room, and she leans in for neck massages from those she loves the most. Nova will never be adoptable in the traditional sense, but in our sanctuary program, she doesn't have to be. Here, she has everything she needs: medical care, safe spaces, fun activities, and most importantly, people who love her exactly as she is. From fragile and fearful to strong and playful, that's Nova's story. But transformation comes in all shapes and sizes. Meet Double Stuft Oreo. This big, lovable cat came to Young at Heart when his former owner wanted him euthanized, for nothing more than an upset tummy. The vet refused and asked us to help instead. At over 30 pounds, Oreo was tipping the scales. With the right diet and regular playtime, the weight began to fall off, and he discovered the joy in life again. Today, Double Stuffed Oreo is still big in personality. He is affectionately known as the Mayor of Young at Heart. He steals chairs, sprawls across keyboards, and loudly announces to everyone, "It's mealtime!" He's hilarious, affectionate, and our daily dose of entertainment. What he wants most, other than a good meal, is a family to call his own. Because Oreo has diabetes, he needs lifelong medical support, making adoption a little more difficult. Through our Sanctuary program, Young at Heart provides all of his medical care and supplies so that his future family can focus on what truly matters: love, belly rubs, and companionship. Oreo's journey shows the transformative power of proper care and unwavering support. For others, that same care opens the door to a life they never thought possible. Meet Olive, a senior dog who broke our hearts the moment we met her. Medically, she carried a devastating list of ailments: dental disease, arthritis, a severe skin infection, a urinary tract infection, 2 tick-borne illnesses, parasites, heartworm disease, but worst of all, lymphoma. Olive's body was failing, and the world had failed her right along with it. At first, Olive wanted to disappear, too afraid to ask for food or comfort. With time, patience, and gentle hands, Olive has allowed us into her heart. She now leans into staff during her soothing medicated baths, tiptoes into the hallway to explore, and happily wags her stubby tail to greet the familiar faces she's come to trust. Though her time is uncertain, Olive's days are now filled with peace. In her sanctuary home, Olive has what every senior pet deserves. She spends her days wrapped in blankets, soaking up affection, and knowing she belongs. Most importantly, she's safe, she's cared for, and she's wanted for the very first time in her life. Her journey is bittersweet, but also beautiful. Thanks to the Sanctuary program, her last chapter will not be defined by suffering, but by love. She will not leave this world alone or afraid. She will leave it knowing kindness, warmth, and the gentle touch of people who truly care. That is the gift you give. For 20 years, Young at Heart has shown that love changes everything, from Peaches to Nova, to Oreo, to Olive, and so many others. Every senior pet deserves comfort, companionship, a chance to be loved. This is our mission. This is our promise. This is Young at Heart. It's only possible because of you. Every second chance, every happy ending is written by your generosity. Thank you for giving senior pets the love and hope that they deserve, yesterday, today, and tomorrow.